watching Star Wars, the Clone Wars, anymore. We are in fact watching Star Wars 3, The Sith, Revenge. Revenge of the Sith. That is where we are at in the timeline. And my God, what an awesome episode. I'm just putting out there, what an awesome episode. Hello guys, welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video, we are of course reviewing Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 10, and every time I say that, tears starts forming in my eyes because we are so close to the end of the Clone Wars. And guys, I am probably going to cry at the end of this. I want to see it, but I don't want it to come. It's coming in 2 weeks, and even I think right now that is too soon. I don't want it to end. I am loving the Clone Wars so much, and I'm actually have gone back and watched just a couple, not much, but I've gone back and watched a couple of my favorite episodes, watching reactions of actually Blind Wave are reacting to some of my older favorite episodes of Clone Wars, and I'm watching them, and my God, I just absolutely love Star Wars, The Clone Wars, so much. It's my childhood show, guys, and just at the thought of the end of it, I'm already tearing up just saying the name Star Wars Season 7, Episode 10, The Phantom Apprentice. And by the way, that's actually a really interesting title, not only because, of course, this is Darth Maul, and we have Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace, but I've never actually understood the name of that title before. And somebody brought this up in another video that I watched, but The Phantom Menace isn't Darth Maul, and I never thought Darth Maul was the Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace should be Palpatine. And the Phantom Apprentice is, of course, Anakin Skywalker. And that's who we are really talking about in this episode. And my God, is this episode so good! Oh my God, I just love it so much. I freaked out about the animation last time. Okay, so I don't want to freak out about the animation, but it looks beautiful. No, this time I'm gonna freak out about the music. I mean, wow, we had some great music choices in episode 9, but wow, the music choices in this episode, there was even some hints of between the duel between Ahsoka and Darth Maul. There were little hints, not they weren't actually playing Duel of the Fates, but there were little hints of it, like it sounded pretty close to it. It had the same tone, had the same sound to it, and it was just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And look, it's not very easy to animate a fight. It's never easy to animate a lightsaber duel, you know. The choreograph of the fights in Star Wars The Clone Wars has always been very, very good and very top tier. There are a couple of them that are like, wow. But I have never seen anything this flat out amazing before. The fight between Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul in this episode, and of course it's actually motion captured by suit of the guy who played Darth Maul. I apologize. The name isn't coming in mind, but the whole fight, you could just feel everything in that fight. It looks so good. And you can definitely tell that those are actually Darth Maul's moves from episode 1. And they just flow. I don't know how else to explain it. They just flow. The lightsaber. And not only does he flow, but Ahsoka! They body captured Ahsoka as well. And my god, from here on out, if ever there is an animated TV show on Star Wars, you have to motion capture the fight. Otherwise, it's not going to look that great. I mean, granted, I never had any problem with any of the lightsaber fights in Star Wars, the Clone Wars before, but this has just proven to me that true Star Wars is pretty much live action. I mean, the weight of the battle and the way they move is just fantastic. I only wish that, and I hate to bring it up, but I only wish the sequels were better. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because I don't want to bring this video down. Even though I am going to because of the topic of this video. Oh my god, this episode was good. Let's actually get into the story, shall we? And by the way, I'm calling this an episode because it's called an episode, but this is no episode. This is a movie. This is a 4-part movie. I want there to be a fan edit, take out the episode titles, and just make that this should have been a movie. This pretty much is a movie, and I am so happy that they chosen not to put it out as a movie, because I can't take the ending. I can't even take this episode, let alone the ending of Star Wars Clone Wars. It's gonna hit me hard, guys. Let's actually get into the story. So, story was actually really, really good, as it always is. We start out just where the last one cut off. We have Darth Maul meeting Ahsoka Tano. And Darth Maul starts explaining to her the ideas of Darth Sidious. And I love the quiver that he does. He's like, Darth Sidious. I love the quiver in his voice. The voice acting, man! The voice acting for Darth Maul in this episode was freaking awesome! Oh my god, that moment was so darn cool when he says Darth Sidious. And that wasn't even the best part of his acting in this episode. We'll get to that part in a moment. But what happens is, eventually, the clones come in. Darth Maul actually kind of expects Order 66 to happen. He knows of Order 66, guys. And Ahsoka doesn't at this point. They don't attack Ahsoka Tano, they attack him. So the clones, of course, attack him. Darth Maul gets away. The clones and Ahsoka chases him, but he does get away, you know? Don't know where they went. And so they cut away from that, and we have Ahsoka Tano actually with ObiWan Kenobi. ObiWan Kenobi is on hologram, and I can't remember the other two, that Bogut and someone else is sitting there. The droid is sitting there, so it's Bogut, Ahsoka Tano, a little droid, and of course, oh my god, Obi-Wan Kenobi looks fantastic, even though it's a hologram. Just amazing. It looks so much like Obi-Wan Kenobi from Episode 3. It's fantastic. I almost believed for a second that was Ewan McGregor. Like, I almost believed that was actually the actor standing there, not this figure. If it wasn't for... You know how the Clone Wars art style is so choppy? If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have even known the difference, really. Because the animation, just the style, it's always so boxy and choppy, but that's what's great about it. I'm not complaining about that. I love the art style, but yeah, I grew up with that art style. But yeah, that is the only part of it that made me go, yeah, this is animated. But man, did it look real in some moments. So, Ahsoka Tano tells him about what Darth Maul told him about Sidious, and that's where Obi-Wan starts talking about what the Jedi Council thinks about Darth Sidious. That is, a long time ago, in Episode 2, actually, Count Dooku told him about Sidious, and they think that Sidious is the one behind the war, and he's playing both sides, both in the Republic and the Separatists. And that's what they think is going on. Of course, they found all of this out too late, because here we go, we're heading closer and closer to Order 66. Oh, and getting any information from Count Dooku has been lost, because Palpatine was saved, and Count Dooku is dead. We're after that moment, guys. And in fact, ObiWan Kenobi, while on the phone call, is heading his way to kill General Grievous. Yeah, he's on his way to Ubao. Wow, so we're right there. We are right there in the timeline. And then Ahsoka asked about Anakin, and Obi-Wan says, "Hey, can I talk to Ahsoka for a minute alone?" The others leave, and he talks to Ahsoka Tano about Anakin, about the whole mission that Anakin is going under during Episode 3. He's going to have to spy on the Chancellor Palpatine, who, of course, is a great mentor and friend to Anakin. And, of course, Ahsoka, knowing him, is like, oh, Anakin must not be happy, and Obi-Wan's like, please, go talk to him. I can't. No one else can. Only you can. She doesn't think she's the right person for it, of course, because she's the one who left. Her vision is not the Jedi vision. But that's actually why Obi-Wan thinks it's the best way. However, we do know that Ahsoka Tano's never going to get that chance. Ahsoka Tano instantly has to go to battle as Rex runs in and says, "There's an attack." Oh boy. This is getting good. So they go to where the attack happened, and turned out that Jesse, a clone, was taken alive. And Darth Maul uses some Force abilities to get information about Ahsoka. He wants to learn more about Ahsoka Tano because he doesn't know anything about Ahsoka Tano. I love the fact that they threw that in there because, of course, that explains why he knows of Ahsoka Tano. That's just great, and how he learned all the backstory of that. And what was really, really amazing is that once that happens, we come away from that, and here we go into the basically finale of this episode. The last part just blew my mind with the acting. And this is where the great lightsaber fight happens too, but it's the acting, it's the voices. You know, say what you want about the Star Wars duels, every single great, fantastic duel that ever hits you in the heart, hits you in the feels, and the reason why is it's because of dialogue and story and what it means to these two characters. Fantastic, and this episode's no different. What happens here is Ahsoka Tano and Bogut walks in, along with Rex, walks into the palace, and this is the same room where Duchess Satine died. This is just great, this set that they have. They walk in there, Bo-Katan sees Darth Maul, instantly fires them, and Darth Maul's like, no, goodbye. And then he chokes her and like, hey, is that any way to meet your rightful ruler? Drops her, and then everything else turns to just fantasticness. I actually want to say the message word, but I can't. I'm on YouTube after all. But man, was it good. And then I love this moment where outside the window you can hear and see fire and attacks, and Darth Maul is like, one of you might want to go and deal with that. Bogut does, as well as Rex. And then before Bogut leaves, because she doesn't really want to leave Ahsoka with him, he gets up, and I just love the animation on him. He's like, oh, don't worry about us, we'll be fine. And then he walks away. And the scene where he's just looking out at the war, fantastic. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And then we have Ahsoka Tano meeting with him, and I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to actually talk about the scene very much because I want you guys to go see it. But my god, the dialogue here, is so amazing. I'm freaking about animation, dialogue, I'm freaking about everything in this episode. Loved the dialogue. I loved him saying there is no justice, no war, that there is no politics or anything like that. You're all blinded, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going to actually say exactly what he said because I want you guys to go watch it, but I just love it. There is nothing but chaos, and you guys just haven't seen it yet. And he's trying to talk to Ahsoka Tano, and I love how he works on her, you know? He starts talking about how him and her are very similar, just pawns for stronger enemies, and then he asked her to join him, and she's like, yes, but tell me what's going on with Skywalker. Why do you want Anakin Skywalker? And he tells him that was the truth. He tells her the truth. She doesn't believe him, doesn't join him, and there's part of me that's like, yes, I'm glad she didn't join him, but there's another part of me that's like, it makes so much sense. She should have joined him to fight Palpatine, to fight, not Anakin, Darth Vader. I just love this episode. And my god. Then we get to the fight, and I've already talked about that. Amazing fight. Amazing. And it just gets better and better and better. And there's a lot of this episode that I didn't talk about. Go watch it for yourself, because my god, this is part 2 of a movie, and I love it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Bye. I can't wait till next episode. Order 66 is upon us.